let's start. Yeah. Hello, everyone, again. Welcome to the 10th anniversary ASO Talks. This is a format where we either review the latest news or do an online, let's say, audit of your apps. And this time we have restored this format and decided to hold our event not in Discord, not in our community, like usual. So for all you guys who didn't come from our ASO Busters community, a special hello. And and hello, of course, to everyone who coming from our community too. So we're happy to see everyone. And well, we are recording it. You can watch it later on our YouTube channel. Also, English is not our native language, so please don't judge us. I say it every time. And let's go. Let's start, because we have not really a lot of time. Okay, just a quick intro. I'm head of ASO from RadASO. I've been working in ASO for the past 6 years, and in digital marketing overall more than 10 years. And with me today is Olga Hrek, our ASO team lead, who has successfully promoted dozens of apps in the agency. And she will help me to audit your apps today. A few words about us. RadASO is one of the leading European agencies focused on mobile app marketing, and we specialize in ASO, paid user acquisition, localization, conversion rate optimization, and retention, pushes, in-app pushes, and etc. And we also, as you see, have various awards and some partners statuses, let's say. So today we will audit 5 apps that you sent us and we selected. And to be honest, we received a lot of apps and a lot of requests. And I'll be honest, of course, we want to benefit to give benefit to some potential clients for our agency, of course, but many ASO specialists also send us apps for review. Yeah, and our goal is to be useful to everyone, because I believe that we have experience to share this experience, you know. So we will go through these 5 apps today. And let's start. Olga, start with you. Share the screen and let's go. I'll stop my screen for a moment. And you can share yours. Yep.
Okay. Hello to everyone.
Hello.
Hello again to that ones who join us not for the first time. And yes, I think we can start. So in my side,
could you close Google Meet window in the right?
Of course.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I'm starting with reviewing one of 3 applications that I'm going to review today. For that ones who join us for the first time, a little bit information about what the tool we are using for our goal. So we are using Analytics tool. It's pretty widely used tool for ASO tasks, like, for example, preparing the metadata, or, for example, preparing the market research. And part of the functionality of this tool we are going to show you today. And of course, with help of this tool, we are going to review the apps that you sent us for review. So first of all, let's try to find what we can improve for the application named Prep PPD. It's like a meal planner, food planner. And here you can see the icon, the name of the app, and the screenshots. And I think it would be helpful to start with the market research for the app that we prepared in advance, to make a complete picture of the priority countries for the app and for the niche. We collected some amount of competitors of the app. And it gives us opportunity to see the full picture of what the countries should be in top and why we need this information. Because, for example, we understand for what the countries, first of all, have to prepare metadata, for what countries we have to pay our attention to creative optimizations and so on. So, speaking about PrepPPD niche for meal planners niche, what we can see here, we can see that the priority countries are United States by installations and by revenue. We can see that United States and then top by installs in the niche and revenue as well. And also in the top, we can see such countries like Canada, like United Kingdom and Australia, Saudi Arabia by installs, and Mexico, for example, by revenue. What else interesting we can see in our market research? We also can see the history of the market history for the last year here, and meal planners, food planners, as same as any health niche, is pretty going together with the changes in the niche overall. What I mean exactly, for example, in any niche related to health, we can see the pretty significant growth in the beginning of the year, like in January. Why? Because we know that a lot of people start pay their attention to health and so on, starting from the new year. That's why we see the seasonal growth in January, and also we see that a lot of people are preparing for summer, for vacation in warm period of time in such countries like, for example, United States, like Europe. And here, of course, we can also hit the growth starting from April. Pretty typical, I would say, picture for any health and fitness niche.
And
Also,
overall, the trend is on the rise, because you'll see
Mhm.
later that I have the, let's say, the opposite situation in some apps.
Okay, we will see. We will see. Yeah, for some niches, as we know, it's pretty opposite situation, and we will see it later. So yeah, some additional information about the amount of installs for some top competitors in the niche. We can see that some of competitors get up to 1 million installation, and some application got even more. And speaking about the revenue, we see the top application in the niche get something around 1 million to 3 million dollars per month. So it's pretty per year. It's pretty high numbers. So I think here we can move to the most interesting part, is what we can do for the PrepPPD app to make it better and to help it grow. So first of all, of course, we paid our attention to the metadata of the app. What we can see here, we can see that app used only 4 of 39 available localizations in the App Store. We should remember that in App Store, in each particular country, there are some particular number of localizations that are indexed there. So if we understand that our app should grow up in, for example, United States, we have to optimize some particular localization that are active in United States. And I also would like to remind ASO specialists that there are 10 localizations that are active in United States. And for example, for this particular application, we see that only one English localization up 10 available in the United States is optimized. So here, for example, we see the first growth point, pretty significant growth point that should be taken into account. What else? Four localizations are active, but titles and subtitles are duplicated between these four localizations. So it also should be optimized because here is no point, for example, to duplicate search terms between the localizations, duplicate full phrases, keywords between localizations. That means that if we use some search terms in, for example, English Great Britain that is active in almost all the world, we shouldn't add the same search terms to, for example, English Australia localization, because English Great Britain localization is active in Australia. So optimize each localization depending on the popularity of the search terms in each particular countries. And remember that here is no point to duplicate the search terms. And also we see, as I say, that here is no point of duplicating the search terms, and not only the titles and subtitles fully duplicated, also we see that between title and subtitle also some keywords are duplicated, like meal prep. So here, of course, you should pay your attention. And of course, as we saw in market research, we saw that also Saudi Arabia is pretty high position, has pretty high position in the top countries. So Arabic localization should be optimized for Saudi Arabia. Also, we saw Mexico in the market research. So Spanish, Mexico localization should be optimized, and so on. Okay, and
I can only add that, of course, you have to use cross localizations if the US your focus country, you have to use a lot of cross localizations there. So it's really important in the App Store. So just use this opportunity because 10 localizations are indexed in the US. So just use it.
Yeah, thank you. And of course, working on text metadata is not enough, because when we are optimizing text metadata, we are working on mostly the visibility of the application. Of course, to convert our impressions to installations, we have to work on the conversion rate. And when we are speaking about the conversion rate, what affects mostly the conversion rate of the app? Of course, our visuals, our creatives. And we analyzed what can be improved in the current screenshots for PrepPPD. What I paid attention to, it's really nice that the application has also version of the screenshots for iPad. But as we can see, screenshots for iPads not really optimized. If we see the screenshots for iPhone, we see that they are pretty optimized, because you show in the interface and the mockups, you have some short text information, you are showing some additional graphic elements that can pay the attention to your interface and to your functionality. But we see the lack of this in the screenshots for the iPad. So I'm sure if you will use same or similar style, similar approach in the optimization of screenshots for iPad, the conversion would be higher. And speaking about the screenshots for iPhone, here we also have some points to improve. Like, for example, I would suggest you to short up the captions on the screenshots, because we should remember that we have only a few seconds to take the attention of the user. We have to explain the user in 2-3 seconds what our application is about and what our main features are. So we should use the minimal amount of the text information in the screenshots. We have to communicate with users mostly through the visual elements, bright, big, and so on. So if we are using text captions in our screenshots, it should be literally like 2-3 words, 5 words maximum. For example, you have pretty nice captions in the 4th and 5th screenshots, because you use only, as I said, yes, 3-5 words, and you are also highlighting some main points. So the same approach should be used also in the first screenshots. And remember that the first screenshot is the main, because again, we have only 2-3 seconds, we remember. So the first screenshots is the main graphical, I would say, point that we have to take users' attention. So yes, pay your attention to these points. Also, I would recommend adding the video preview for that, because not always, not in any niche, video preview works like improving your conversion rate. Sometimes having the video preview can do your conversion rate even a little lower, but not always. And anyway, this graphic element can affect your conversion rate pretty significantly. That's why, anyway, I would recommend testing it. And also, speaking about your application icon, I understand what exactly we are talking about. Yeah, showing their dishes in the icon. But as I saw in the niche, there are a little different graphic elements used to form the understanding what our application about for our audience. For example, I saw that a lot of applications use a fork, knife, and for example, calendar in the background. Pretty minimalistical icons, but recognizable. And when we are showing like calendar together with fork and knife, for example, in the icon, we are giving understanding that our application about planning and about food planning, yeah, because we have this fork and knife. So I think it would be pretty nice to test a little different approaches. Our current icon also pretty nice, pretty not bad, but maybe we should experiment with a little different elements, and maybe it can be better. Maybe, Max, you have here some more ideas what can be improved?
Well, yeah, in general, you gave great advice. In this, to these advices, I have nothing to add, but what about localization to other languages here?
You mean interface or
No, screenshots.
application page?
Yeah, visual part.
Yes, of course. But first of all, pay your attention on localization of the text metadata.
Oh, right.
Yes, because localization of the screenshots, it's a little, not a little, it's just a second step of the optimization. Why? Because before optimizing the localization of screenshots, we have to understand the potential. We have to see the visibility, and we have to understand if here is a point to localize our screenshot to different languages.
Right. Okay. Well, and regarding text metadata, I would add that the brand maybe should be removed now or added at the end for now. Because if you are not well-known brand, if you are not really popular for now, you don't need to write it at the beginning. It cuts off your CR. We saw a specific, we did some tests, so you can believe us. And we wrote a separate post about it in our social media and community, so you can read it. So maybe try the brand name in the end, at the beginning. But when your brand name will have from search as popularity from 20, at least from 20, you can add it at the beginning. So or if you are going to start some marketing activities inside Meta, TikTok, or whatever else.
Yeah, fully agree. Thank you for your recommendations. Okay, I think here we can move forward. And next application that we are going to review is ScreenMirroring, the application for mirroring and casting the movies, pictures, and so on from your smartphone to the TV. And of course, first of all, let's look at the market research for this niche. So what we can see here. For screen mirroring applications, again, the United States are in top by amount of installs and also revenue. And also in the top countries, we can see the Brazil. Brazil, we can see also in top by installs and by revenue. Also, same in top, we can see the China by installs, the United Kingdom by installs and by revenue. And also, let's take into account the Canada, because Canada is not so far by total amount of revenue in the niche. Also, we can look at the seasonality, but to be honest, I don't see here really pronounced seasonality for this niche. It's not good, it's not bad, but it should also be taken into account. Maybe some months are more full by installs, but overall, we can see that here is not such a high and visible trends like, for example, in health and fitness niche. And speaking about the growth points, again, let's start with the text metadata. What is really nice for the application is there are a lot of localizations that are optimized for the app. It's really cool. But some points, again, maybe should be improved to improve your results. So what here we noticed? We noticed that you are using screen mirroring search term in almost each the used localization. Only in some specific localizations, like for example, Dutch, Portuguese, Swedish, and so on, you are not using this search term, but you use it in other localizations. And again, let's remember that, for example, English United Kingdom localization is also active indexed in Australia. So here is no point to duplicate the same search term between English UK and English Australia localization, because in English Australia, here is English United Kingdom title is active for the indexation. You should pay attention to some different popular search terms, like, for example, screencast, TV cast, and so on. And also for some other localizations, for example, for Spanish localization, also screen mirroring is duplicated, and so on. In the first point. And also some localizations are not optimized, and between some localizations the metadata is duplicated too. I understand that these localizations are not in the priority by the market research, but anyway, don't forget that this application can be optimized too, and maybe, for example, with help of Catalan localization, you can expand the used search terms in Spain, because Catalan localization is also active in Spain. So remember about it, and remember that you also can use this particular localization. Maybe Max, you can anything to add about the localization optimization?
Well, maybe no. I can just add that I would say ASO specialists, the ASO specialists did pretty good job here in general. So because so many localizations were optimized by him, so yeah, in general, it's not bad, pretty good ASO work.
Yes, and I can see here the points by which I can say that for sure, pretty good job. ASO job was done here. So good.
Yeah, sometimes they duplicate TV word, TV keyword, as I see, you know, like for instance, in the middle in Dutch localization, so TV cast or here, yeah. So it's a mistake. Don't do it. Try to avoid it. But sometimes it's really hard to understand, because TV, you have to use TV in some in several parts sometimes. But in general, try to avoid it, because Apple can index your TV keywords and other phrases with it from subtitle, not from the title. So it could be a problem with your ranks.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Also, we paid attention to the optimization of your graphic elements of the application page. I must say the screenshots of the app are also pretty nice. I also like how it looks like. Mainly, I have some ideas only for your icon. Because if you're analyzing the graphics of your competitors, you can see that a lot of competitors of the app use such approach when they show in like minimalistic icon of smartphone together with minimalistic icon of TV and some signal icon between. And in this way, you understand that this application is for mirroring, for at least transferring the signal from the smartphone to TV. But if you understand that there are such applications for screen mirroring, you understand that this application is about screen mirroring. So maybe conduct some experiments with your application icon. But overall, your graphics are also pretty nice. And to be honest, when I'm thinking about the conversion rate for the app, I would rather pay your attention to the rating of the app because in some countries the application rating is lower than the average rating of the niche, or just the rating lower than that rating that can't affect negatively to your conversion rate. What I'm talking about, for example, you have 3.3 in United States and you have 3.1 in the United Kingdom. Rating lower than 4.5 or at least 4.0 really can affect negatively to your conversion rate. So pay this attention. What I'm talking about, how, for example, you can improve your rating, you can implement the operating prompt inside of your application, because just this kind of tool can affect your application rating pretty significantly. You can analyze where exactly your user got a positive experience inside of the app, and in these particular placements you can ask them to set the mark, give you a point in the app store. So remember about this, and if you even already have this operating prompt inside of the application, try to conduct some experiments with the placements, because in some countries the rating can be better. And also, what else maybe can affect your conversion rates badly? In your application page in App Store, you have the information that your application interface is localized only in English. If you have, if in fact you have more localizations, you should provide this information in the App Store that you have more localizations, more than one than English. Or if you really don't have more localizations than English only, you should work on your interface localization, because it's also pretty significant point what can affect your both conversion rate and retention rate, to be honest. Max, you can add anything here?
Well, in any case, screenshots need to be localized. Whether you have interface localization or not, you can do it. It's okay. What about icon? What do you think, Olga?
Yeah, as I said before, for icon, I would use some different approaches, like, as I said, placing their smartphone and TV icons and some signal icon between, because some competitors, as I said, using this approach.
Okay.
Maybe even if we go back to the market research, look, for example, on this here, and you can see that a lot of competitors use this.
Yeah, it shouldn't be as the same like your competitors, but they can inspire you to use maybe similar icon, maybe a mix from your icon and their icon. So just test it. Maybe we are wrong, and you have already tested it, and this your current icon won. So we don't know, but yeah, in general, we see that it can be improved. Okay, thank you.
Of course. Thank you too. Okay, and the last app from my side that I would like to talk about is the NordPass app. This app is a password manager, password keeper, in different words. And of course, let's start with the market research and what interesting we can see here. It's not a surprise that United States is again in top by amount of installations and revenue in the niche. Also, we can see that Germany is in top, and also we can see that United Kingdom also in top by installations and revenue. We can see that same three countries, United States, Germany, and United Kingdom, are in top in this niche. So we understand pretty clear what the localizations should be optimized first of all. And again, seasonality is not really pronounced in the niche. So here in each month, I would say we should pay same attention to our ASO activities inside the app. So let's move to growth points. Okay, let's start again with the applications localizations. Again, what interesting we can see here is that almost all the localizations are optimized. In this case, using the NordPass brand name in the beginning of the title is good idea because NordPass brand name has pretty high popularity in top countries as well. So here it's pretty nice move from your side to place it here. But what can be improved? For example, we can see that in some localizations, again, you have duplications. We should remember that Catalan localization is also indexed in Spain. That's why there is no point in duplicating the metadata between Spanish Spain localization and Catalan. We should optimize these two localizations separately, adding the unique search terms to both titles and to both subtitles and also to keyword fields. Also, we can see that some localizations are not used. Again, we understand that these countries are not in priority for you by the market research, but as I said in the beginning, there are 10 localizations that are active in the United States, and Russian localization is one of them. So if, for example, you don't use Russian localization for the optimization in any different country, you can use this localization for optimization for the United States. And in this way, you are expanding the place for popular search terms. So yeah, here also you should pay your attention to this point. Also, let's move again to the screenshots. Here also we have some points to add. First of all, screenshots again are pretty nice. They look pretty good. They have the screenshots have the highlights of some features, for some special functions, for some advantages of the app. It's really nice. But I would even like to talk more about the first screenshot because, again, speaking about the text information on the screenshot, you have pretty a lot text information in the first screenshot. Like, for example, you are showing the information about the amount of users that trust to your application. Yeah, like trusted by 8 million users worldwide. But to be honest, you don't have to type about it like this. You can add just so-called social proof, like just the icon. it's pretty typical approach among all the applications when you are showing your high rating or, for example, high amount of users, just showing their number and some icons that showing that it's social proof. So it don't have to be shown like this. Also, you have pretty large font of the main information about the first screenshot, but to be honest, it also can be shortened a little, like best premium password manager of 2025. You can, for example, remove best, or you can remove premium and leave only few words that is best pass manager of 2025, and it will be already clear for your audience that your application is best, is nice and trusted by a lot of users. Also, speaking about your icon, I see that here you are using your logo like of your brand, and it's absolutely clear for me. But for example, for some other applications, you are using some recognizable words of logos also together with your main logo. Like for example, in NordVPN application, you are using the VPN word in your icon, and maybe also to make your icon more understandable for audience, maybe you should place here under your logo, for example, small key, and it also will create some associations for users that your application is about keywords, passwords, exactly, yeah. So it also can be pretty nice move for your conversion rate. Max, maybe you also can add something here.
Okay, well, I don't have any according to the visuals. I agree with you. I actually like them. I like the zoom and style. I can maybe only enlarge the captions from the second screenshot. But in general, they are much which is other, I mean, icon and screenshot. So, but can you show the text metadata again? Maybe I can add something there, because I saw some points. Yeah, give me a moment, please. Okay. Well, first of all, I'd say English UK localization should be prepared separately from English US. So English here, it's English US, so just English, I mean, in the analytics. English Great Britain, it's English UK, so you understand. So it should be prepared separately, of course. So don't duplicate it, try to use another phrases, search terms. Also, give me a moment. Olga, what do you think regarding mixing, different language mixing? I mean, you can see that they use English language in the title in several localization and local language in subtitle. So, for instance, I don't know, in German localization, in Danish localizations. So, any thoughts?
To be honest, I understand why it looks like this, and I don't mind when we have different languages between title and subtitle. I don't really like when some ASO specialists trying to mix few languages inside of one field, like for example, only in title you're using two languages. This I don't really like. But when we can see different languages like title subtitle here, I think it's nice compromise for ASO.
Well, okay, yeah, in general, I agree with you. Again, in general, we usually give advice like this, that you don't mix metadata in different languages and try to do it in the local language. For instance, if the keyword password really popular in local language, try to use this instead of password in English, because you have already done it. You added keyword password in the UK, in the US, so in other localizations. So basically try to avoid it, but sometimes you can do it. And yeah, regarding these different languages, I will talk about it later in one of my app. But for some countries, it's really critical. For instance, in France, or in some countries where there is a small % of English usage. So try to avoid it and use only local keywords, only local phrases. What else? Only one more point. I see the password keyword is in the US and in the UK. And also the password keyword they use in some other subtitles in other localizations. So that's the mistake that you mentioned at the beginning, that they use this like keywords in not the same fields. And our ranks can hurt after it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, but maybe nothing else for now. Yeah.
Yeah, I also think so. Okay, thank you also for your thoughts. So here I am going to give you a word, and I'm going to give you the screen sharing.
Yeah. Give me a moment, guys. I'll share my screen, and it will be my part after it. Okay. Do you see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's start. So the first app is AutoScout24. This is an app about buying and selling cars. It's a quite popular app, one of the top ones, I would say. And I know you guys, owners, you guys are more represented in Germany, Belgium, and Italy, but not only. In general, in the whole Europe. So I would say it makes no sense to say here where the top regions for you in niche, because people buy and sell cars everywhere. But you can pay attention right now to your main competitors at the number of installs in the Germany, in the Belgium. You're the first one. In the Italy, Hungary and Italy, I don't know, and others. So this is Google Play. So in the App Store, it can be another situation. And I guess you know that in Germany, the mobile DE competitor is ahead of you in the Google Play. Well, I would say over the past year, this area, this field, this niche has had a downward trend. So you can see from the beginning of from September of previous year till August. Maybe it's related to the global crisis, so maybe not, but it's a fact in the Google Play again. Let's go to the grow points for this app. If you don't mind, Olga, I'll first look at the visuals and then metadata. I will try. I want to try something new. Well, regarding visuals, I want to come back at the store page because Analytics has a previous version of your screenshots. Here we see actual version. First of all, the icon and screenshots are very well done. The icon has branding, and screenshots matches it. I like this yellow color. I like I like your font. So and I like the social proof, a score of 4.6 here, and these captions with white background. And it's okay, it's fine, it's well done, but some things that you can do better, I want to add. First of all, remove long captions. the first screenshot, from the second screenshot. So from any screenshots, just remove long captions. Olga have already mentioned it. Make them up to 5 words maximum, and increase the font. Let's be honest, these captions on a white plate, on a white plate, will be read by everyone. I saw them at first, and other captions will not. So no one will read it in general. Okay, the most part of people won't read it. So do more like this, maybe do more like this. I mean, with white backgrounds, white plates, it works. Also, highlight your advantages, what pain you cover to your clients. For example, that maybe your cars are checked and so on. It can be useful and can be more call to action. Let's say you can add more call to action options, caption and in the captions. Also, the interface here on this inside the mockups in German. So for the English language, as you see, because right now I'm in English in the United States in English language. So this is well, in simple words, this is not okay. Don't do it. Just fix it. It can increase your CR, not really increase your CR, but it matters. Also, I'm not sure that it's really important, but try to prevent such cuts for the in screenshots. Also, cuts of the car. It looks weird. Don't do it like this again. Try to find some alternative options. Test alternative options without this cuts of cars and without your brand name cuts, of course, too. Let's come back to Analytics regarding your metadata, what I found here in the Google Play. Again, it's obvious that ASO specialist is working here because it's done well. Here, what the description look like, where it is, where English, yep. So Olga, you can see that there are lists, there are headings, there are images, some keywords are placed inside for ASO goals. So it's great, good job. And localizations in general targeted for your main countries. So you done it's a well done job, as I said. I would probably add one more English version. You know, it can improve your visibility. We tested it and it really works. So for instance, try to add English UK localization with another forms. So rewrite your current metadata, your current description, and try to use another version in English UK or English Canada. It doesn't matter. I also looked at your description in Google Cloud Natural Language, and this is specific tool for ASO goals. We use it, and everything is fine here. So the only maybe the vehicle dealers and retailers category is little lacking of confidence, but this can be fixed by updating your description. Just try updating it correctly to improve this confidence. If you use this confidence, of course, but we use in our ASO strategy. So it's mainly for ASO specialists. I guess ASO specialists know what I mean regarding cloud natural language and so on. Olga, something about, maybe you want to add something about their metadata?
First of all, guys, have done really nice work about the text optimization, because here I really like how it looks like, and I'm nicely surprised about the confidence level for the metadata. Maybe I would talk more about the screenshots of the app.
Okay.
I can't be sure that you didn't try it before, but I would really I recommend experimenting with different view of the first screenshot, because, for example, you don't have to show your app interface in the first screenshot. Maybe you should think about showing some so-called promoting first screenshot, where you can, for example, show just a car, nice looking car, without the mockups, without the interface, just nice car. Or, for example, you can even create a video preview for your app. Google Play gives us pretty wide opportunities of what exactly can be shown in the video preview. In App Store, for example, you have to show your application interface, otherwise you can be declined in the preview.
Because I
Oh,
have
you
video in another
nice.
in other localizations, so yeah.
Cool, great. So yeah, so now I like your product page even more. Great, great. But anyway, yes, speaking about the first screenshot, I think I would test some creative options, I would say.
Okay. Regarding icon, any thoughts?
AutoScout, I understand it, and yeah, it's recognizable.
Okay, and I got it. Let's go on. The next app, it's a ZoneMe app. So it's their brand name is into the title. It's a sleep tracker app. It measures and evaluates your sleep and its quality. So yeah, you can see it here. By niche, I can say that the top number of installs in the USA, China, and UK. But by revenue, it's interesting. There's a top player from Japan, and it's Pokemon Sleep. You can see it here. Give me a moment. Yeah. So it's a specific app based on like using Pokemons inside, but it's again like sleep tracker, but with Pokemon style, let's say. So and it's a huge app inside the revenue inside this niche, and by revenue also, as you see. Here's that's Olga what I mentioned previously. That here there's noticeable trend of decline in the niche. I'm not sure. Maybe we will see a growth at the beginning of the well in this autumn. I'm not sure, but for me, it's a noticeable trend. The top competitors are Rise, Shut Eye, Sleep Cycle, of course, Pokemon Sleep, and Sleep Way. You can notice that we didn't add here Calm and Headway and another apps who are pretty close to you, but not direct competitors. So it's more about your like sleep sounds or meditation and etc. I mean, Calm category apps, but here the main direct competitors. Let's get to the growth points. Again, from the creatives. By creatives, it's done well, but I suggest a lot of edits. Yeah, a lot of edits here. Yeah, let's start from the icon. Icon looks well, looks great, I would say, but I'd recommend to change the icon, because not just because, but try to adding moon or a clock or mix of them. This bet can be good option only if it wins in the test, in A/B tests. Again, if you come back, you can see the examples from your main competitors with this moon. So again, you shouldn't be the same. You shouldn't create. You haven't to create the same icon as your competitors have, but you just try this moon. Try the moon option. Try moon with a badge. Try another options, because I don't see any bets in your main competitors. So maybe that's the reason why. So maybe they know something, so change the icon. Try to change it. Also, I like the big captions here. I really like it. And the first screenshots, is the first screenshot. It really is really well done. But first, in some way well done, in some way not. I mean, it's a bit empty here in the middle in this screenshot. I understand the goal. I understand why. I see this robot, but try to avoid it. And secondly, I don't understand right away from the first screenshot what the app is made of. I mean, it's a two general phrases. I mean, better sleep and better life. So I don't understand their meaning at the beginning. And you can effort it when you are a big brand, but almost never when you are a small brand. So try to be more precise with your captions here, just for users like me to understand it properly. And maybe more minor edits, that the titles don't match with the background a little bit. Try to make the background darker here, for instance, like in the sleep cycle. So the same, let's say the same style here, yeah, this year we can compare, but they have dark background and it works better for them than for you. It's not a crucial again. Also, you don't have localized screenshots. Do this, and it will improve conversion rate. Because you have a lot of localizations in the metadata. So, but regarding captions, regarding screenshots and icons, Olga, maybe you want to add something here.
To be honest, looking at the first screenshot, I have one question. Why 3 stars?
Yeah, interesting.
Yes, I understand that maybe some kind of association with games when 3 stars is a maximum reward for game level. Okay, but I think that for most part of our audience in stores, 5 stars is more understandable and more highly associated with good rating of the application.
Let's see what sleep cycle have. Okay, they don't have social. Oh, they have in the end. Okay, but it's a reviews. Okay.
Yes, for sure, I would try 5 stars just because when I see 3 stars, I have associations with 3 stars level, what is not good in App Store and Google Play. So yeah, pay your attention on it. And also, I don't really like using pretty a lot of text information in third and fourth screenshots. I understand that here we are trying to show the example of communication with AI, but we should remember then users more likely will not read this text information. So even if we want to show the example of communication with AI in the application, we should show as short phrases as it possible, and it will be really better.
Yeah, I agree. It's a really nice point. Again, regarding like noisy stuff, remove the secondary captions. Maybe it's again unnecessary noise, like the text here. So again, okay, that's all here, right? Okay, let's go down. According to the metadata, well, they're both good solutions and not good ones. Olga notes that the owner use this stuff, this super symbol. It looks so for everyone who doesn't know what it is. It's looks like 3 characters, but in fact it's 1 character. You see? So it's only 1 character. And I wrote a separate post about this in our ASO community, ASO Busters. This is pinned message here in the Apple thread. Just read it. This is a really good solution, and it's a pro life hack in ASO. This way you save many S2 characters in the titles. So, and it's really important because we don't have a lot of symbols inside, only 30. Well, and I also see that the owner uses Arabic and French localization as a cross localizations in the US, which is good. Regarding some mistakes, well, okay, 24 localizations aren't fulfilled. For example, China is one of the top regions. It needs to be covered. Also, try never to mix English. Again, it's my previous advice. Try never to mix English with local language for countries where English is not widespread. Here you can see this example in the Polish localization. That's the mistake that Ola really doesn't like. Like the 2 languages in 1 field. So try to avoid it. We in our company just don't like it. Also, you have the keyword sleep here and here, for instance, and in another parts of your metadata, like here and here. So you have this keyword which is duplicated in English localizations and another. It's a gross error, you know. It's a basic error, and it doesn't give any bonuses to you. And the ranks may be worse because, again, Apple may index this keyword and phrases with this keyword from the title, not from the subtitle. Sorry, from the subtitle, not from the title. So, for instance, here from this French localization, it can be indexed again from the subtitle, and we don't know from which field Apple will index it. So we don't know it at the beginning. Try to avoid it. Well, regarding metadata, that's all. Any thoughts, Olga?
Also, I see the duplicating of the keyword inside the subtitle of one of localization in English Canada, not only between different fields. We can see here also duplicating the sleep keyword inside one field. It's also a mistake.
Yeah, so yeah, as I said at the beginning, I see good decisions like this super character, and not really good. You can just skip this sleep keyword and use another one, and you have more symbols. So
yeah, and you don't have to use this dot in this case if you don't use the duplicating.
Yeah, but in general, be careful with the symbol because you have to check your ranks after using it. It works well for now, but maybe after some period, Apple will drop some your ranks in the left and right parts in the metadata. So it's some ASO deep stuff, but just read our post in our community. But you can use it for now. Okay. Well, okay, that's all. Yeah, Olga, from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
Well, we have one more bonus app because I wasn't sure if we have enough time, but we have. as a bonus, I want to review this application and help them, to be honest, because I really like the idea of this app. The app is, as written in the first screenshot, it's like Instagram for space nerds, no matter what stage of cosmic adventures, with image protection as standard, and so on. So this is it's a very interesting niche for astrologists and inside astrology. For astrophotography, as you understand, and we analyze it. We analyzed it. Okay, the main countries are the US, China and UK, again, Germany, Canada, and France. There was a summer and spring and summer decline here, and then there will be a seasonal growth maybe from the autumn and in the winter. In the winter, main competitors: Stellarium, Skyview, Night Sky, Sky Guide, Skywalk 2, Sky Tonight. Not everyone are really direct competitors, so not everyone is astrophotographers community, so it can be about sky learning, let's say, and astrology learning, but and you can see NASA here. It's a competitors where you can find your audience. So if you use keywords from your competitors' brand names, or just their I don't know, astrology news and blah blah blah, you can increase your visibility and increase the number of really relevant audience from this competitors. So just collect their keywords and use them in your metadata. What about creatives? According to the creatives, everything needs to be redone. Okay, very long captions. Everything needs to be shortened to 5, better 4 words. Remove your brand from each screenshot. Just leave it on the first one, or just remove it at all. Show the main functions in the first 3 screenshots, because for now I don't understand how your app works properly. I see these mockups, but I can't see inside these mockups. I don't see the precise information. Also, you can see the wrong cut here. Okay, it's a small mistake, but again, mistake. So just redo a screenshot at all. Well, and maybe you have to change your icon, but if you improve your brand name, if you are going to improve the popularity of your brand name, you can leave it. But again, maybe not. Maybe you can test another type of icon. I don't know. Just inspire from your competitors. Just use, I don't know, night sky or some. Let's say some stars inside your icon. Try to use another option. It will be definitely better than this one for now. Regarding creatives, Olga, maybe you want to add something from your side?
I agree that almost everything should be improved. I like that we are showing our like a brand in the top of screenshots. Maybe I would make it a little smaller to leave more place for showing the functional, for showing some graphic elements. But overall, I think it's nice move. For example, we are going to use these creatives in some advertisement campaigns. I think it's okay. But yes, for sure, text information should be shortened, and showing the interface should be created in different way. Today we saw pretty a lot of nice examples how the information can be shown and how can we use pretty short text information, signals, highlights, and
Yeah.
so on. So yeah, take the ideas even from our today's event, and I'm sure you will improve your conversion rate significantly.
Yeah, it's in general from it's my opinion, but it's a good example when you have a really nice idea and interesting brand name, but you can't realize your opportunities, can't realize your creatives in a proper way. You don't know how to do it, but if you do it, it will be better. Well, and in the end, regarding metadata, it's really simple. Nothing is ready in the App Store. So at least do localizations based on the regions that I named, the US localizations, I mean, US plus cross localizations, and Chinese and German, and so on. So just use, prepare tier 1 localizations in here. For now, you did nothing, to be honest. So in the title, only your brand name, at least add the main keywords in the title. So it will be better. So a lot of ASO work here, and I really hope that it will help to the owner. Okay, well, guys, that was the last question, and that's all. It was a new ASO Talks format. Thank you all. Thank you, Olga. You was cool.
Thank you too.
Thanks. So it was nice to see everyone. And if you have any questions, write to us, text to me on LinkedIn or ASO Busters, because we are here. And see you next time. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
See you and bye.
Bye-bye.